My good brother, welcome to the free training, man. And so chances are, if you're here, you're building your lifestyle, you're building your business right now, but somehow in that process, your body has kind of hit the back end of the line, right? And you're waking up and you're looking in the mirror and you're asking yourself, yo, why am I sleeping on my potential? But more than that, not only are you not liking what you physically see, but you're seeing how it's tapping into your mental. And you understand that, well, in order to get to that next level in business and inside of your lifestyle, you've got to have the confidence and the capacity to put that work ethic in and become who you aspire to be. And so not only does having your aspiring body give you that confidence, but it gives you the energy and the mental health and the capacity to do so. But I also understand that you're busy. You cycle of inconsistency inside of out of the gym. You don't know what to do. There's so many diets out there, Whole30, keto, right? You don't really know what your goals should be. You can't really find anything to fit with your schedule. And we got all these different challenges in front of getting to that result that we want, but we're gonna cover that all here inside of this training. And so if you stay to the end of the training, man, check this out. Number one, you're going to get the elite blueprint to build muscle. Yes, the 30-day game plan for you to take everything that you're gonna learn here and put it into an organized process and start today, all right? And on top of that, well, at the end of this call, you're gonna be able to hop on and schedule a call with me. And inside of that call, we're gonna go over that roadmap and look at where you're at and where it is you truly need to optimize on. And inside of that call, we're gonna determine your level of commitment. And if you're looking for a level of assistance, we're gonna make you an offer here inside of what we call the Grind Tribe Elite, the physical and mental health community for the modern Black businessman, Black and brown businessman. So check this out. Let's start where it all begins, man. Overcapacity, overwhelm, anxiety, stress, burnout. These are all things that are just part of the lifestyle that we live, right? And so although we aspire to be in shape, to take what we're looking at right now, whether you're a little bit on the chubby, skinny, fat side, or whether you're ectomorph sort of skinny style dude and you're trying to gain a muscle, get you lean. What does lean feel like? It feels disciplined, it feels optimal. Right? You wear your shirts and hug your muscle. You're not walking around looking like a bodybuilder, but you got an athletic and aesthetic build. And more importantly, bro, you feel good. What does it take to actually get there despite all the challenges that are a part of your lifestyle? See, I've been there too. Doing all these different things, running my startup, a consulting business, not having any time, burning out to the point where I told myself, you know, I can hold this off. Shit, I'm a fitness trainer. I know what to do in the gym. And then one day I wake up and I look in the mirror. I'm skinny fat now, I'm burnt out, and not only am I not physically liking what I'm seeing, but I'm walking into these rooms and pitching to these investors and doing all these type of things, and I'm noticing that my level of confidence is slowly diminishing, and I don't know where it's coming from. And so now I've realized, like, yo, wait, hold on. Not only am I out of shape, but I'm actually inhibiting myself from being able to give that business, that bag, everything that I'm chasing my all right now. This is a problem. Mind you, I'm a fitness trainer in this predicament. And on top of that, well, you and me know that if you are black or brown, but if you're Black especially, like, it's one job to be an entrepreneur and the other job to be a Black entrepreneur. So we got all these different stories, diversity and resistance against getting to the actual goal we want to get. To be physically and mentally in a perfect place, to be lean and optimal, to have that physique that when we walk in a room and our energy already speaks for itself. When you wear your suits, you're like, yo, I might have to go ahead and get me a bespoke and custom made fabrics and all that just to compliment my body because that's how good I feel about myself right now. But there are the challenges and the stories. And so what I'm going to show you is the exact 3 steps, the 3 phases to get over those challenges and those stories and build a system for yourself, the blueprint, all right, to build that lean and optimal physique and feel damn good doing it. But more importantly, how to keep that as well. Okay, and so let's go into step number 1, man. You don't really create a roadmap for yourself, right? You get it, you decide like it's time to get back in shape. It's time to tune it back up. It's time to get back right? And so you get super excited. You may pick up a workout plan, or maybe you go to bodybuilding.com, or you know, one of your favorite Instagram people is throwing a 30-day challenge. So you hop into something, but you haven't clearly defined your roadmap, meaning what is your vision for yourself? Right? What is actually going to happen inside of your life when you reach this goal? How are things going to change on a day-to-day basis? Right? What are your goals specifically? Right? How many times do you start, but you don't even really set the goal? What is that goal weight? What is the goal physique? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And when do I want to get it? When do I want to get it by? But also, what's your level of commitment? right? Your level of commitment. This is one of the biggest things that we often forget. Like, how committed are you to this goal? Because if you set a surface level goal and say, yeah, bro, I just want to get a six pack, tighten it up. And there's no context to that. Guess what's going to happen, bro? You're going to get a new client or close a new deal or your business. Something's going to happen. The whirlwind of life is going to happen, either positive or negative. And guess what's going to happen to that goal? It's going to go to the back end of the line again. Because you're a businessman and six pack abs aren't your first priority. Right. And so when we begin to look at, okay, how can I really create this roadmap of stuff? Let me define my goals. Let me define my commitments levels. What is your why? What is this body going to enable you to do? What is more energy? 2-3x more energy a day? What is feeling lean, feeling toned, feeling defined, feeling strong going to allow you to do, bro? And are you willing to commit to that? Right? Because if we do not create this roadmap for ourselves, if we do not go through this phase one, man, guess what happens? You start the race and you don't even know where the starting line is. And you're jetting in all these different directions. Okay. And so once you do that, man, we go over into step number 2 or phase number 2. We call that training and nutrition optimization. And so inside of training and nutrition, here's where things get a little bit tricky, because you want to get lean, right? You want to eat the right things, but there's so many different things out there. And you kind of don't know if you should be cutting calories or staying at a calorie maintenance, or you should do keto, just eat intuitively. When it comes to training, you're kind of in the gym and you're working out, not training, meaning that you're kind of just going in there and you're doing whatever, maybe doing cardio one day and then you're lifting the next day. And then you're doing like these different type of accessory workouts you see your favorite Instagram model or enthusiast doing. And you're kind of like not getting any results. And when you don't get any results, you lack commitment. When you lack commitment, you stop, and the cycles of inconsistency continue, right? But the reality is you got to get a numbers-based system. Save yourself time, energy, and money. You got to get a system when it comes to your training and nutrition. Why? Because it's just like business, bro. If you continue to hustle in all these different directions and you don't understand the revenue generating activities and you don't understand how to systemize those and organize those on a daily basis, it's always going to be hard to get any progress. And if you do, progress for a sustained amount of time. And so it's the same thing. So step number 1, training, right? Go from working out, which is kind of doing anything and not really having a plan in the gym, to training. What does training mean? You have specific metrics. You strength train, you hypertrophy train. That's it. If you want to get lean, brother, you got to strength train, you got to hypertrophy train. Strength training meaning you're lifting weights, working on your push, your pull, your hinge. Hypertrophy meaning you're also going for 12, 15, 18 reps, 10 reps, right? Why? Because you're building muscle mass, and muscle mass allows you to build your metabolic capacity. And why is metabolic capacity important? Because if you're trying to obtain that lean physique, you want to be in a position where your body has more muscle. More muscle means more energy. Means it boosts your metabolism. Not only that, it allows you to burn fat at a faster rate. Now, if you're one of those skinny fat guys, this is really, really important, because doing all that cardio shit all the time is going to be a constant short-term game. You want to play the long-term game of put muscle on first and then allow my muscle to allow me to burn calories when I do my cardio inside of training. And so you do this by focusing on your squat, your deadlift, your bench as a measure of your strength. Right? And you do these different accessory workouts like shoulder presses and the different things you may see. You do those within an accessory basis of what you want your aesthetic to look like, right? You're a guy, you got small flat shoulders like me. You may want to add in some cleans and some shoulder presses. But at the end of the day, what's measuring your strength is my squat, my deadlift, and my bench. Push, pull, hinge. Right? And so what happens is you get to have a numbers-based system, and this number-based system drives your progress. Because now you can look at your body, you can look at the way you feel, and you can look at the numbers. Shit, man, I don't know if I'm getting results. Well, how do you know? Well, what has your bench increased from? Or what is your number of push-ups increased from? Right? And so go away from this concept of, or this doing of working out, and move into this concept of training. Okay. Now, as we go into to the second part of phase 2, we're talking about nutrition. This is really, really big, bro, because nutrition is not 80, but probably 90% of your ability to get results. And so nutrition is hard because nutrition comes with a lot of things, a lot of baggage that we don't understand, bro. Right? And we look at calories, we look at all these different things, and it's like, how do we really do this? It's simple. You have to understand your macronutrients. Macronutrients is a simple numbers-based system that gets you to your results. Why? Because it's numbers driven. You can track it. Right? Keto, all these different things, while they might be great, they might be a factor until you can understand and track. You're not going to be really aware of what these different elements that you're putting in your body are doing to it. right? And so if you are a skinny fat guy, you track your maintenance. If you're a guy looking to get lean by losing a little bit more weight, you track your deficit. If you're a skinny guy trying to put on muscle to get lean, you track your surplus. And it's simple. It's a numbers-based system. Your calories, which are broken into proteins, carbs, and fats, you can actually see on a daily basis how these things begin to manipulate your body to get your result, how they make you feel. This is really important because, again, you're a guy who's got a lot of shit going on. And so you can't be sitting here wondering what you're doing, if what you're doing is gonna work. You need a numbers-based system, King. That's what makes this different from anything you're gonna see out there. We take a holistic approach along with a very metric, numbers-driven approach. And I'm going to teach you how to make it easy. Okay? So now that we've gotten our nutrition, we understand that there are smaller things that need to happen inside of that as well, such as cutting out processed foods and having all these bullshit, cutting down your sugar so you can increase your energy, right? Increase your testosterone. But at the core of it, bro, nutrition isn't that simple. You got to understand your numbers and get consistent with your numbers. Most people tell you, no, you shouldn't do that. You won't have to track. But listen, you might have to track for 2 or 3 weeks. It will be annoying and tedious, but it will bring you to that consciousness and that level of awareness where you don't have to do it anymore. And now you're on goal to hit your numbers. This means you're on goal to get results. We're results driven here. Okay. And so now we've talked about setting your starting point, right? Really, really getting that roadmap, knowing your vision, your specific goal, why, and your level of commitment, right? Looking at training. Going from working out to training, looking at nutrition, going from all this different information, just simply breaking it down to like, yo, my proteins, carbs, and fats, and number of calories I need to be having a day. And how can I consistently get me there? Okay. And so now you're like, okay, bro, I get this. I might have heard a little bit of some of this. Some of this may be kind of new to me, but it all makes sense. I like where you're going here, but I don't really got the time for that shit. Right. That's why you opted in, because you want to figure out how you can do all this shit without taking time and focus away from your craft, away from your hustle, away from your business, bro. And I get that, right? That's why it's inside of the last pillar, we focus completely on lifestyle, completely on your level to increase your capacity, bro. Because it's not that you don't have time, it's that you don't have capacity. It's that you're coming home from a long ass day in business or work and you're defeated and you're pleaded. And of course, you don't want to go fucking cook nothing to eat or go get a workout or go try to figure out what the hell you ate for the day. You're out of it, bro. But inside of capacity, we look at what is your lifestyle? What is your level of reactness? How are you allowing things to stress you? Are you really tapping into that high level of consciousness within yourself? Because some people do exactly what you do effortlessly, and some people face constant resistance, and it's all in your level of lifestyle, bro. Do you have a morning routine? Do you have a sleep routine? Are you getting sleep? Are you meditating? Are you allowing these small different things? And even the way that you're operating in your business, taking on things you shouldn't be doing, right? Or reacting to things, or the way that you're taking meetings throughout the day. Is your lifestyle a huge ambush of stress? Right? And how can you minimize that? By changing your schedule, time blocking, and creating boundaries inside of your business and your lifestyle, bro, to decrease your stress so that way you could really truly increase your physical, mental, and emotional energy. That's where you gain capacity, right? That's where you gain the ability to maybe you want to write in your journal at the end of the day, as well as write, shit, here's how much calories I've had. Because the reality is, if somebody's going to sit here and tell you you can get in shape without doing any work, it's the same as me sitting here telling you, bro, I can make you $1 million. You don't got to do shit. Nah, son, that's not what we embrace here. We embrace putting in the work. The problem is when you put in the work, you run into challenges. And you've got these stories that are coming from different experiences in life and past lifestyles or whatever the case may be that are getting in the way. But the reality is, brother, you can't take those stories with you in this new journey. Have you ever became so aware that you looked inside of the mirror, or you listen to yourself when you're trying to get something done in your mind, trying to tell you other shit? When you're trying to wake up early in the morning, your mind telling you, yo, I gotta sleep. Once that awareness becomes bigger, guess what starts to happen? You can put a stop to that shit, right? So inside of lifestyle, we look at your stress reduction. Are you meditating? Are you operating at a high level of consciousness spiritually, bro, to increase your capacity? Because the reality is, we all know there's a lot of external shit that we cannot control, whether it be in business, whether it be our home life. But one thing that we can control is the way that we react. And so that's why this is the number one factor on the side of this equation of making this happen for guys like me and you. Because we got the adversity, we've got the stress. We all know what it feels like to be in the limbo of starting a business or the limbo of trying to grow a business, especially as a black man, son. So, bro, this is the holistic system. You kind of see how this all comes together. You look at your vision, you get committed, you understand why, what's your goal, what's the deadline, right? Then you get your training and your nutrition correct. You lock them in together with a numbers-based driven system to work for you. And then from there, well, you work on being able to increase your capacity by decreasing the amount of stress, right? And things that don't kind of matter inside of your life. That is the 3-step process. Now, the greatest thing is that you're going to have access to start this process inside of your plan to action kit, your blueprint that is sitting in your email right now. But I got a question for you, bro. What happens if you don't get to this goal? What happens if you continue to sleep on your potential, continue to let your body go? What's going to happen in 2 years, 5 years from now, when you embrace that as a lifestyle? Where's your health going to be at? Where's your body? Where's your confidence going to be at? Where's your business going to be at? Because if you know that you got to make the change and you know that you've got to get it right and you need a little bit of help doing that, bro, what I want you to do is put in an application, bro. Apply for your personalized roadmap call. We're going to look at exactly where you're at right now, pinpoint the problems. Because some of your problems may be coming directly from your lifestyle. Some of your problems might only be coming from your nutrition. But that's why we're going to get on this call to find out exactly what it is, pinpoint it for you. And at the end of that call, we're going to see how committed you are. And if you need the extra level of assistance, we're going to make you an offer here into the Grind Tribe Elite fitness community for Black and brown businessmen. It's all up to you, bro. So thank you for watching this training, man. Make sure you go to your email, you download that blueprint to build that 30-day blueprint, right? And let's get to it.